I believe that the garden provides opportunities for us to get to know God better. We see miracles happen when we plant a seed and it grows, and we're attracted, and we can't stop looking at it. Every day we come and look and to see that growth. We are farming soil, we're taking care of plants. God is farming our hearts. We see parallels, we see spiritual parallels, and we can learn better how to cooperate with God because we're learning it in the physical realm, and we see it, and we read the Bible, we study it, we see it in the spiritual realm. Hi, my name is Darren Greenfield, and I'm the manager of Weimar Farm, and I'm also the chairman of the board of the Adventist Agricultural Association. So we started out 2012 as an organic farm. We registered, got certified, and we've been maintaining that in a different way than most organic farms. We've gone beyond organics. We test the soil, we remineralize the soil, we get that balance of minerals in the soil that I believe is close to what creation was. We were made from the soil, and that soil had everything that we're made of. So we try to get that balance back in the soil, and the plants love it. They thrive, they're healthy, we have very little disease or pest issues as a result of that. And then of course the plants pass their health on to us as we eat the products. We started out with the farm not only becoming organic, but we were using what's known as veganic methods, where we didn't use the manures that are byproducts of animals. A lot of those manures come from factory farms, confined feeding operations, and so they're very unhealthy products. They have pathogenic substances in there that we can get sick and die from if they get onto the food. So Weimar Institute has the New Start program, and as part of that, for an hour the guests come up to the farm for a tour or to be involved. The New Start come for a tour. I talk to them, I explain it, I let them, if there's something to take and taste when they're allowed to eat, not in between meals or whatever. They love it, and they love being in the environment, because when you're around living plants and living processes, it just makes you feel alive. They want to hang around, and many of them are very reluctant to turn around and leave when it's time to go to the next lecture or whatever the program is calling them to. When students come to the farm and they take the class in agriculture, they read the book Counsels on Agriculture, I'm amazed to see that they become inspired and enthusiastic, and they want to learn as much as they can. In fact, they always are moaning about they don't have enough time on the farm. They want more. It refreshes their minds. They study better after they've been on the farm. And so it really has an important part to play in Christ's ministry right here at Weimar. So Weimar Institute has total community involvement, and that's where there's a lot of Christ in the marketplace here at Weimar, where people are going door to door, they're meeting people, they're helping them with their needs, they are studying the Bible with those who are interested. The farm has a very powerful role, I believe, in forming first impressions with people. Some of the TCI students actually went out and they took some of our produce with them, knocked on the door and did a survey, and typically when they do that, they get a lot of rejections, and people slam the doors. They're not interested, and sometimes they're not very nice in what they say. Well, this particular time that they first went out and did this, I heard glowing reports. When they came back, they said not one person turned down a survey. In fact, they told stories of one lady who was angry, opened the door, "What do you want?" and everything. They said, "We're from Weimar Institute, and we have an organic farm. We want to share with you some produce, and here it is." And her whole countenance changed, her disposition changed. She started smiling, and as they were chatting, she said, "Well, what else do you guys do?" And then they introduced the survey, and she was very willing and happy to do it. So it breaks down barriers and prejudices and so on. And so I think we have a huge potential to really impact many more just through what the farm does, and through people appreciating the blessing that it brings them.